Jack Van Meter. It brings me great joy to give everybody the forecast tonight. 66 degrees. Finally, we're going to have a cool and refreshing night here in Michiana, and most importantly, it's also going to be dry. So go ahead and open up the windows. You can finally air out the house of having the air conditioning on 24/7 for the past week and a half. That being said, you're going to have to turn the air back on for tomorrow. Take a look at our dew point forecast going for the next 7 days. Today felt so nice just because there's a lack of moisture in the atmosphere. 61 degrees is not that bad. It's anytime you get right around 65 degrees and above, that's when you can really notice the humidity and it becomes almost oppressive out in the atmosphere. So we're going to increase the humidity tomorrow and really increase it on Monday. One of the main reasons why we're watching Monday for the potential for stronger thunderstorms in the forecast. Here's a look at our radar. All clear now. Actually not even seeing any sort of cloud cover. And as we zoom out the radar and kind of pan down to the south, we can see our next system sitting down to the south, kind of just to the south of St. Louis. And what this is going to do is slowly but surely move up in our overnight hours. Not going to be seeing any rain, but some of the air out in front of that rain system is going to be very humid and will actually be influencing our forecast for tomorrow. So let's go ahead and walk through Sunday's hot forecast. Starting here at 6 o'clock at night, cooling down throughout the night back into the 60s finally, which will be quite nice. And we have to wait until tomorrow afternoon. That's when we are going to be seeing thunderstorm chances coming back into the forecast. This is something like we saw yesterday and the day before. Peak heating of the day. That's when you're going to have those thunderstorms bubble up and collapse down on themselves. Just have to keep in mind that if you're underneath those thunderstorms, it can get fairly gusty just because everything comes up and comes right back down, back to 90 degrees as that high temperature. And unfortunately, because of our humidity levels going up, we're going to be keeping a lot of heat in our overnight forecast. Really not going to be cooling down all that much going into Monday. And then Monday going into the afternoon, that's when we have to watch the forecast for stronger thunderstorms that'll be moving through in the middle of the afternoon. Here's a look at tomorrow's forecast. Once again, 92 degrees as that high temperature and pop-up showers in the afternoon. Finally, here's that 10-day forecast. 85 degrees on Monday, and we do have a 60% chance of thunderstorms just because most folks will be seeing the thunderstorms, unlike what we saw yesterday or the day before where it was very isolated and only a select few people saw the thunderstorms. Going into the middle of the week, 82 degrees on Tuesday, a phenomenal day, warming up a little bit going into the weekend. And for the 4th of July on Friday, a high temperature of 87 degrees. We will be right back after this.